Hey, I'm in Belfast, just on my way to see some street murals. There's lots of interesting art in this city. So, today's question, the question of the day. Could you tell me about the first time you fell in love?
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. No, I would say probably when I was like 15 or something. And there was just a girl who was at church and was, you know, smitten from first sight, and then became friends with her brother, because I was like, a great way to be to get close to someone is to be friends with all of her family, and then just by osmosis you become in a relationship. It didn't go well, so, but it was, yeah, that was the first time.
Never happened.
It's never happened.
Never.
It would probably be in high school. I think we were both new to the school, and then we didn't know too many people there because it was a little bit farther away for both of us. But yeah, we met through school, went out after school, during lunches, whatever. Had fun there. And then she had to move away for her parents' work or something like that. And then that was pretty sad, but whatever, you move on, I guess.
It's not about her, although. It's all right, because you probably answered this one saying not about me as well, so there we go. Yeah, so first person I fell in love with was a girl called Katie, and we met at music courses as a kid, or band camp by another name. I played the flute at band camp when I was a kid, and she played percussion. I was quite young, I was 14, she was 16. We had known each other for years before, basically, and then it just got to this point, and we it had just been building and building, and there was this huge attraction, and one summer it all came together and we were able to be together and start dating and going out. And she had this bit of a pivotal moment because she had just had brain surgery to remove a tumour, and her father was an anaesthetist, and her mother worked in cancer care. So like the family were hugely aware of the significance of it and the likelihood of it not going well, and so it was a very charged relationship. And the soundtrack for the relationship was Norah Jones. Her CD had just come out, Come Back Home, and it was just like, it was awesome. And I was at that age, I was just coming into, you know, that emotional state, and it was, yeah, it was a haze of happiness. It was fantastic.
Oh my gosh, we're like 15. It's like that first like young love, and it's like seems all nice and sweet, and then it just ends up not being nice and sweet. But it's fine, you know. I feel like you learn from things. Hopefully, yeah. Maybe, I don't know if I did, but probably did the same thing the following time. But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't probably a great experience, but it was probably good to learn from. Yeah, gives you know what red flags to look out for. So yeah.
Well, falling in love is a difficult thing to define. So I was infatuated with my first boyfriend, but it didn't last very long. When I was 15. And I wouldn't sleep with him, so he left me.
Well, I'd say there only was one time. I'm trying to remember. What was it like? Actually, I don't know if it was true love. No.
No. Okay.
No. Felt like it at the time, but in hindsight, probably not. Yeah.
My first love was a girl named Cindy. She was in my home group at school, so we had a lot of lessons together. And yeah, I used to stare at her in class. I got caught staring at her a couple of times maybe. And I just had a huge crush. So then one day her friends came up to me at lunchtime and they said, "Who do you like? Do you like someone in our class?" And they were trying to get it out of me. And I think when they mentioned Cindy, I maybe didn't deny it, but didn't say yes. And they sort of hinted, you know, like, if it's Cindy, maybe you should ask her out, which was basically the clue that I needed. So I went and asked her out at lunchtime, which means, you know, will you be my girlfriend? We didn't actually go anywhere, we were kids in high school, both 13. And yeah, I asked her out, she said yes. So from that point on, she was my girlfriend. Yeah, like we had like a lesson together after that. I remember it really clearly. It was science, and the kids had like made room for us to sit together, and we're all giggling and like making jokes about her because we were so young, and you know, no one else was dating. And yeah, it was awkward, but then before we knew it, we were like, you know, walking home together and spending a lot of time getting to know each other, and we really fell in love. Yeah, in the end, we fell really deeply in love, and we would write each other love letters at school, and it was really corny and really cute. Yeah, I feel so in love with her that it was to the point of like, I had no money as a kid, and I cobbled together my savings. You know, I'd get like $5 pocket money every now and again, and maybe a bit of lunch money. And I had like $100 all up. I spent it all on Cindy to buy her a gold and diamond ring because I just loved her so much. You know, I couldn't think of anything else to do with that money that was more important. And I think it wasn't that long after, maybe even like a few months after, I just fell out of love. You know, it was we were young, it was an immature love, and the feelings just went away, and I broke up with her one day, and it was really tragic and sad. I think we were together for maybe 8 months or something. But I remember, you know, all of her friends were angry at me and annoyed. And then this one kid in my class who was sort of, you know, ahead of his time, kind of wise beyond his years, said, "Guys, we're 13. What did you think was going to happen? Like, do you think they were going to get married?" And at the time I was like, not the time to be saying this, Reese, but also like kind of based, like you weren't going to get married. This was going to end. But that was my first love. Cindy was really special to me, and yeah, I'm really grateful that I had that experience.